Good evening, this is Kadero Watson for the Bucknell Pod Squad. We're here tonight at the Willard Smith Library for the Bucknell Forum. Tonight we have a panel of national correspondents who will discuss the role of the media in shaping the upcoming presidential campaign.
Tonight, as we gather for the second Bucknell Forum event, we have the opportunity to talk to a group of nationally respected journalists who have followed the journey of today's candidates more closely than almost any other collection of reporters in the country. It promises to be a fascinating evening. On behalf of President Brian Mitchell and Mary Jane Mitchell and the National Speaker Series Task Force, I'm delighted to welcome you tonight to the second event in Bucknell's new Speaker Series, the Bucknell Forum, The Citizen and Politics in America.
I'm rolling. All right, we're here with David Green, a correspondent for the National Public Radio. David, I wanted to ask you a question. Has the polarized politics, have you think that created more attraction for politics in general, or do you think people are less attracted to it?
You talk to voters and people are generally turned off by what they view as partisan politics in Washington, but that's an old theme. I mean, that's often a campaign issue. Candidates saying they want to end the polarization in Washington. The parties have definitely been far apart. The Iraq War has been a polarizing issue in many ways. I think it's just there's some really big issues out there. Foreign policy. A lot of people are interested in the Iraq War. They have a lot of really strong opinions about that. They have strong opinions about President Bush. They have strong opinions about the U.S. economy. There are polls now that show that there are a lot of people think that the government is in recession, even though that's not the case right now. And people are concerned about their pocketbooks. And there are states like Michigan that have very high unemployment. So people are very interested, and especially I think with the Iraq War and the first presidency after 9/11 coming to an end, that people want to be involved in what the next step is going to be in the White House.
How does this year's upcoming election differ from past years?
I was on the John Kerry plane 4 years ago, and what I think is the most different is how many people are really tuned in this time and early on. There's a great interest among voters in the United States, but also it's amazing how many foreign reporters are out on the plane with us, especially when you're out with Hillary Clinton. I think there's a lot of interest in her overseas, and so there'll be reporters from Japan and Germany and everything else. And like I said, huge turnout at these events. People are following the race very closely, very early on.
So, your prediction, who's the next president?
If I had to say today, the human being on this planet with the likeliest chance of being the next president is Hillary Clinton. And go Duke.
Thank you, Mr. Howard. I appreciate it.